All right, I want to chat with you guys and gals a little bit today about this whole topic of Ozempic and other similar prescriptions that doctors give people. And you see so many people in the fitness industry actually railing against this sort of stuff. And this is going to be one of these positions that I take the other approach. And I want to be clear when I say this. I am not saying these things don't have side effects. I am not saying that we shouldn't focus on lifestyle first. Obviously, I didn't use a bunch of fat burners or anything when I lost over 100 pounds when younger. I literally did it with diet and exercise. And I want to be clear, I do believe that that is the correct way to approach it. However, when we are dealing with wide-scale problems at the social level like obesity, and I see a lot of trainers, they're dangerous. Yeah, but you know what else is dangerous? Being 100 pounds overweight. And that is the point that they're missing with all of this. And I get it. Oftentimes they're trying to sell their services. Okay. And obviously, if you're trying to sell personal training services, you're going to see, for weight loss at least, prescriptions like this being competition for you. But when you set that aside and you really think about what's in people's best interest and you consider that there's a lot of people out there who are not ready to commit to a healthy lifestyle, okay? And while I think we can all agree that is not the smartest choice on their part, because again, I live this lifestyle. I promote this lifestyle. I make my living off this lifestyle. So obviously I'm in favor of it, and I think that it is the way to go. But you have these situations where people have not learned the skills. They don't have the knowledge. They haven't learned to exercise correctly. They really don't have a good grasp of how to sustain a healthy diet. Sure, everyone has an idea of what healthy means. Like we can't claim it's lack of education in terms of, look, we know what junk food is. Like you can ask almost anybody, unless they get tied up in the silly, stupid nuance of flexible dieters and stuff, we all kind of know what junk food is. Like, ask anyone out there on the street, yeah, really greasy foods are bad for you. A bunch of refined sugars are bad for you. Okay? Everybody knows this. Green stuffed vegetables are pretty good for you. Okay? Every single last one of them know this stuff. Okay? This is not even in question. All right? Everyone knows this. It's the situation of knowing how to actually structure and sustain such a diet, how to avoid their binge eating, how to deal with their food addictions, how to eat a satiating, balanced diet, and all of these things. So, all right, they don't have that level of knowledge yet. They don't have the experience yet. And when they're in these situations, a lot of these people, their obesity is life-threatening. Okay? It is life-threatening. And so when these people chime in and say, well, I know more than your medical doctor about the risk. Really? Do you? Do you really know more than their medical doctor about their specific risks of side effects of this prescription? Like, do you really have the audacity to think that you do? Not talking about that you can't go and look and say, yep, there are definitely some dangerous side effects of this. Sure, you can do that. You can read that. But are you really think that you know more than their medical doctor about the cost to risk, the benefit to risk analysis of this in their specific case? Shut up. No, you don't. No, you don't. And that's not saying doctors know everything, but are we going to really pretend that 8 years of medical school and maybe 10 years of clinical practice don't mean anything? Come on. Come on. Again, an arrogant position. And I think, again, these people are forgetting what the side effects are of being obese. Okay? When you go down and you look at the actual risk of something like Ozempic, when taken under the care of a medical doctor, I'm not talking about you going and buying something on the black market, finding it, hoping it's real. Talking about your doctor, the doctor prescribing it, the doctor monitoring them, the doctor doing their blood work. When you compare those risks to the actual health risk of being morbidly obese, It's by far the lesser of two evils. Okay? And again, we all know this. Everyone in the fitness world knows that being morbidly obese is deadly. It is way more deadly than the average person is willing to admit. But we're all aware of that because we're not in denial like they are. A lot of those people are in denial because they don't understand the seriousness of it. They don't understand what the actual research and medical doctors and everyone really say about being 100 pounds overweight. It is absolutely devastating and deadly. Every single time. So this is what we're comparing to the side effects of this. And here's the point. A lot of these people need to start losing weight now. Their health is on the line. And if this is what they need and their medical doctor has determined that this is what they need to help facilitate that process, while they start working on the other stuff, while they start trying to work on a better lifestyle, trying to work on exercising, trying to work on eating better, okay, which they should be, and hopefully that is the case if their doctor has them talking with experts and a dietitian and everything on those things. Hopefully that's the case. But in the meantime, if that is what they require, right? That is between them and their doctor. And so this position that all these trainers take, oh, it's going to destroy your health. Not as much as the obesity will. Okay, not as much as the obesity will. And is it really worse than a lot of stuff normal people already do to themselves? So drinking alcohol. I mean, all these other things. And the hypocritical part, how many of those personal trainers, and I know some who do this, and I know these people, how many of them use illegal fat burners? How many of them use illegal pharmaceutical grade fat burners themselves? While they're screaming about these people doing this, how many of them have used Clen? How many of them have used T3? Right? We're not even talking about muscle building. We're talking about direct fat burners, stuff that they take to burn fat themselves at different points. Again, a little bit hypocritical, just going to say. Right? And I'm going to say that to all the trainers out there who chime with this. If you were sitting there really railing against an obese person for getting Ozempic from their medical doctor, when you've used Clen at some point, come on. You're a hypocrite. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.